Hey everyone, and welcome to Lainey's Studio. If you're new here, my name's Lainey and I'm an artist. Today's vlog is going to be something new. I am actually going to be making soap today. It's been a while since I've done it, but I'm making this for my sister-in-law's baby shower. So I'll kind of go through everything that I have here. So I have my mold, a double boiler, a little spatula, got my cutting tools, alcohol, colorant, fragrance. We're going for a eucalyptus and lavender soap today, and the soap base is going to be shea butter. First thing we're going to do is break this puppy up. So I need to actually cut it into small chunks. But actually, before I do that, let me turn this on. Wrong one. We'll turn it on to like a medium low. And I'll cut this into small pieces so that it can quickly boil down, because I'll be pouring it in here. I do want to do different colors. I want to do a green base, like a pastel green for the base, and then probably just the natural soap color on top of that. This is actually quite satisfying, chopping up the soap. Okay. So we'll see how long that takes to melt down, but while that's doing its thing, I have to spray this down with alcohol. Okay, there we go. Okay. Also pre-chop my next layer just so it's ready to go. Okay. This is a pretty small mold, so I don't feel like you'll need a lot, but it's always better to have more than less. So there's my next batch ready to go. We are waiting for this to boil down. And I will probably give this some time, and then I can come back to you guys once it's all boiled down and we're ready to mix in the color. So our soap base is now completely melted down. So now we can start adding in the colorant. So I have this green Make Market colorant, and the instructions say to just add a drop at a time. So I'll start off with a drop, and I'm going for kind of like a sage green. So that still looks pretty light. So that's as green as I want it to be. So it's nice and liquidy, and now I can pour it into my mold. So here goes our first layer. So that's looking pretty good. In order for me to, I gotta spray this to remove the bubbles. And so now what I want to do is start up my second batch. This is gonna cool, and so I'll let this cool down, boil this up, and then when this is a little bit firm on the top and where my finger can't like poke through, I'll know that it's ready for a second layer. And this one is just gonna be a mixture of just the natural soap color and a little lavender. So I'll incorporate that in there as well. So we'll come back to you guys when this is all nice and cooled down. So the second batch is done melting down, and I've decided that I'm going to make a lighter green than what I first made. So that means less of these green drops. But same process. I'm just going to add them in slowly. And I think that's actually the perfect color that I wanted. So no more green drops. This piece, I think I want to give it a little more time to cool down before I actually pour this over, and I want to give this time to cool down, so that way I can avoid this top layer breaking, because that will be too hot if I pour it in right now and it'll bleed through. So I want to avoid that situation. So we'll let this cool down for a couple minutes, give this some more time to sit, and then I'll come back to you when we're ready to pour this second layer. Okay, so I forgot to mention the fragrance. This is the eucalyptus essential oil that I'm incorporating throughout this soap process. I added it in a bit late to this first base, but it's in there. And now I'm going to go ahead and add it in here while this is still hot. So I'm going to add in a couple drops of this, more like pumps of it, but just so we have the fragrance throughout the soap. So this soap base is now ready to pour into our mold. Both have been cooled down, so let's pour a second layer. Now, kind of help break this up, I'm just gonna create a little bit of a barrier between the pour and our base. Pour nice and slow, and all in there. Okay, so second layer is done. Put this back here. Turn up the heat again. And I actually need to chop some more soap, but I'm gonna spray this. Burst the bubbles. Okay. Chop this up. Chop it a little bit smaller. Okay. Let's get this into our little pot. Ah! Didn't make it. So. Alright, so let this boil down, get nice and melted, and we'll be able to add our last layer for our soap. And again, same process. This needs to chill before I pour the last layer of soap. So I'll come back. Okay, so our final layer is ready to go. This one has no colorant in it, and same thing. I'm just going to add this in, gently pouring over. Oh, we added fragrance in this one. And this is where I'm gonna add in my lavender while it's still pretty toasty. Just kind of sprinkle it throughout this top layer. And I'll take this tiny spatula and kind of guide this through so it's not too clumped up. Okay. And then that's it. We'll let it sit. It'll be kind of drying overnight, setting. We'll take a look at it tomorrow and see how it is, but that's pretty much our process done. So we'll see how it comes out. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so we have our 2 soap blocks here. This should give me enough for, I think we need 20 soaps. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut both of these. And then I got these little bags to kind of slip the soaps into, so it'll look nice and cute. And I've got this basket that I'm going to be holding them in. I'll put this up at the baby shower so people can kind of grab their favors right out of the basket. Okay, so let's get to slicing this. So I'll start off at this one. Go. Yeah. This again is very satisfying. Slicing them up. So I've chopped all of this soap into these nice little blocks. So I'm going to go ahead and slip them into their little pouches. I guess I should put the lavender side up for aesthetic purposes. So it's a little snug. Maybe a lot snug. Okay, there we go. And then I just tighten it a little bit. And I'll probably add like a cute little tag on there attached to it, just to spruce it up. And I'm going to be adding like a nice little eucalyptus leaf on there. So I'll just package these all up, and that'll be my soap making process. It was cool doing it. I had a lot of fun creating like the different color layers. This one kind of broke a little bit, but I think it still came out pretty cute, and it smells really nice, so hopefully it goes over well at the baby shower, which I'm sure it will. But I hope you enjoyed the video for, you know, soap making purposes at least. And maybe it gives you an idea of what you could do for your baby shower. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please definitely like and subscribe to my channel to see future upcoming videos. I'll try to post at least every week or so, maybe more like every 2 weeks, but I'll try to be on it. But yeah, and you can check out the description box below to find out all of my other social platforms and websites, so you can keep up with me there too. Bye!